Okay, can y'all hear me? People, listen, it's a whole situation going on over here. I need y'all to know. Hold on, let me get to the chat.
We can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay. Um, where are the comments? You know I don't y'all know I don't go live from my phone often, so hold on, let me see the chat. How do I see the chat? Oh gosh. Okay. I'm coming on screen, y'all. Give me a second. Hey everybody. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can see the comments. Oh, here they go, right here. Okay. Hey everybody. Okay, y'all can see me. Okay, okay, okay. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. It's been a whole situation over here. Listen, hi to the people. Okay, hold on. Let me say hi to the people. What's up, Quay? Hey, boo. Hey, Lily, it's me. Hey, little baby. You didn't get a notification, girl. I'm sorry. Little baby, let me tell you something. You and your impatience. I need you to work on it. I need you to work on your patience. Okay? Tell me some. Come on here, girl. You sit over there now. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Abby. Abby told you I was coming now. We had some difficulties over here, okay? Hey, what's up, Diane? Hey, so glad I caught you. Yes, I know. I'm glad when you catch me too. Hey, Tracy Quartermain. Lady of Virtue, Nap Queen. What's up? What's up? Live on location. Yes, honey. Y'all know Abby be over there doing her own thing, right?
What?
So the oh. Hey to the people. I made Abby watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, she really wasn't watching it, but she had to listen to my commentary while I was watching it.
I laughed at some of it, but that's about it.
Yes, honey. So yes, we are live on location. I'm on my phone. Y'all know I don't normally go live from my phone. See, I gotta work with a sister, okay? The music was doing whatever it was doing. I couldn't hear it. The volume is low. I was sitting there trying to figure out why I couldn't hear the volume, and then Abby was like, "Girl, why do you need to hear?" I said, "You are absolutely correct. They only need to hear me. I don't need to hear them." And that is why Abby was like, that's why y'all heard me saying, "Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?" Because I needed to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. So we about to get, and little baby, don't be ignoring me. You heard what I said. Talking about some hey Abby. Don't be hey Abbying. You heard what I said. All right, before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to all the people who came through last night. We had a really, really good time. We will be doing a part 2 later on in July. We'll do another After Dark. We'll do it soon. Let me not commit myself to July, but we'll do it soon. So we had a good time last night. So let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta, child. It's better on my phone. What's better on my phone?
The sound, probably.
The sound is better on my phone?
Because you know you got that new microphone. You don't even learn how to work it.
They said I sounded good on the new microphone. I don't sound good on the new microphone? Abby?
I don't know.
Well, that's what...
It sounds the same to me. I don't know.
I can't do this with these people. I can't do this with y'all. Do I sound better? I don't sound good on my phone. Where's El Teddy? Yeah, here.
It's way big.
Right. We'll see. We're gonna see. We'll see El Teddy tomorrow. Right. The Three Musketeers will be together tomorrow. Okay, so you're saying I sound better on my phone, like volume wise, than I do on my computer? All right, let's get into this because I ain't doing this with y'all. It sounds better on my phone. Okay, well, don't get used to it because I don't be using my phone like that. Okay. So, first of all, let me say this to you guys. You know, normally I be trying to defend, I say, I hate when people say, "Oh, stuff is a filler episode," or "Oh, it was boring," or whatever. And let me apologize to the people. I'm gonna apologize to the people who I have ever talked back to as it relates to y'all saying an episode is boring or something like that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because up until tonight, I used to be like, "Well, what is it that people want?" I mean, it's an hour, it's a show. Every scene isn't gonna be exciting. But you know what I've noticed tonight? When I can fast forward through the commercials, the show really isn't that bad. But when I have to sit through the commercials and then I have to sit through shit I don't care about and I can't fast forward through any of it, I apologize. Let me just apologize to the people now. Because I'm going to say 80% of this episode I really didn't give a damn about. I'm just gonna, and I wish I could have fast forwarded through it because
you could have just.
It was a solid episode, Quake, but it was stuff that I don't see. I guess what it is are they okay? Let me say this: are the people giving us their storyline? Yes, they are. Right? We're getting the storyline. The problem is the storyline exciting? And I don't mean everything has to be an argument or a fight. That's not what I'm saying either. But is the storyline something I care about? All right, let me go through. Let me give y'all an example of what I mean. So the first scene was Drew meeting up with Rage, who's a music director, who is going to do her music video for her single. I'm here for that. Okay? And I think that Drew can sing, and I'm glad to see that she is really doing something. She's putting a video. She's putting out singles. I am here for that. I honestly am here for that. So let me be clear, okay? Let me be clear. But like I felt like we went left when he was like, "Oh, is your husband in video shape? Because if he's not in video shape, then I'm gonna have to, I'm just gonna have to put somebody else in there." And then Drew had to sit there and act like, "Oh my goodness, are you serious?" And then like later on in the episode, she was like, I put Ralph on the bench, but then the person I was gonna have play my love interest in the video, he couldn't do it. So Ralph, I'm bringing you up off the bench. First of all, Ralph is a lot of things. We just can call a thing a thing. Ralph is an ain't shit husband. Okay. Ralph is a liar. Okay. Ralph is a, for lack of a better word, a gaslighter. Y'all are starting to overuse that word, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have the gaslighting. Okay. But one thing Ralph ain't right now, Ralph's body is all right. Okay. I don't care what Ralph's body is all right. So first of all, that was just bull hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was just something to have a conversation. And then you're gonna go through all of this about whether your husband is video ready or not. First of all, if that song is supposed to be a celebration of y'all's love, it doesn't matter whether he's video or ready or not. Have your man in your video. I mean, if the stomach is done lapping, if he got the love handles, if you know that's your man. And if the song is about your man, and y'all love and what y'all done been through, then that's what he's supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? I felt like you were just making a storyline out of something that really didn't need to be that. That's what I meant by you made me sit through that. That's what I mean. You see what I'm saying? Now, is this Drew's storyline this season? Yes, it is. Before we found out about the divorce and all that, her storyline was about her getting her music career together. And so for that, I am happy about. And I do like the single. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't care about Ralph and Drew's scenes because I know they're fake since they left us. Since they let us know that they were in a 100-meter dash to the courthouse. That's true too. I do feel like now at this point we're sitting through all this lovey-dovey stuff just to know that they got divorced as soon as the season was over. So okay. So then we have Sheree and Sanya going down for the chirotherapy. First of all, okay, y'all, let me apologize ahead of time. I feel like this review is going to be more of a rant. You know, the title says rant and review. I feel like this review is going to be more of a rant than a review. So let me apologize before I get into the rant and reviewing. You know what I hate about these reality shows? I've said this before to y'all, so I'm going to say it again. Y'all know what I hate about these reality shows? They'll do something on one show, and then I feel like I have to see it 500 times. I feel like this cryothermal-therapy thing, I feel like we have done this to death. I have seen them do this on probably every Housewives show. They did it on Run's house. I remember Russell Simmons did it. He took Angela to go get chirotherapy. I feel like we've done it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta before. It kind of reminds me of when everybody was doing the goat yoga, and then everybody was doing sound baths, and then it's like, and I get it. This is a lifestyles of the rich and famous kind of thing. So I guess that's what the rich and famous are doing, the chirotherapy. But I mean, we were doing that pre-pandemic. Like, we still doing that? Y'all haven't moved on to something else? So anyway, we had to watch Sheree and Sanya get into the negative 120 degree tank for 2 minutes and 30 seconds just to get to them sitting there relaxing, talking about what happened at the bomb party. Beat the bomb. They all mad at the fact that Drew, Kenya, and Monyetta left when Kandi left. Now, let me say this. This is going to probably surprise y'all. I agree with them. Kandi and Marlo got into an argument to the point where Kandi felt like it was best for her to move forward. And I can respect that. It was best for her to leave. But the rest of y'all did not have to leave just because Kandi left. And I understand exactly how they felt to say, well, damn. Because listen, let's take away the quote unquote fake friendship of it all. Let's just look at it from a job perspective. They were filming a scene. And y'all, listen, we've talked about this before. Y'all know how the rules are. Y'all know how it goes on these reality shows, right? If I got to show up and film this damn scene, you got to show up and film this damn scene. If we're going to all sit here and do this dumbass beat the clock, then we all going to sit here and do this dumbass beat the clock. Now, I understand why Kandi left. She got mad. She was overheated. She was threatening people. She needed to go. But the rest of y'all didn't have no reason to go nowhere. Y'all didn't even get into it with Marlo. Now, Drew, you were dragging this whole you and Marlo situation. The fact that you don't even realize that people don't even care that you and Marlo got into it is just, it's laughable. It's sad, but it's laughable. But you and Marlo weren't even arguing. Y'all weren't even arguing. So the reality of the situation is I'm really with them that the rest of them didn't have to leave. And it is very my clique, your clique. You know what I'm saying? It is very divided. Okay, Team Marlo, Team Candy. You know what I'm saying? Again, so whatever. So then Sheree says that she wants to try to bring the people together. So they're gonna have a brunch, everything is Gucci brunch, and everybody gotta wear Gucci. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all that Abby said that half of them looked like they was going to a Bishop Whitehead brunch. But I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Abby said it. Abby said it. Now I didn't say that. Abby said it looked like they was on their way to a Bishop Whitehead function with them logos all over the place. Okay, we'll get to that later. But she decided she was gonna have a brunch. Now I thought it was a cute concept though. Everything is Gucci. Everybody wear Gucci. Gucci. It's cute. Whatever. I feel like she stole that from Love and Marriage Huntsville because she told y'all she watched the show. So I feel like she stole that from Stormy down to the Love and Marriage Huntsville when Stormy was making up with Destiny and she bought her a Gucci purse and was like, we Gucci. So I'm as a token, as an olive branch, I'm bringing you a Gucci purse. Everything is Gucci. I feel like she stole that from her, but I'm gonna let her have it. I'm gonna let her have that. Okay. I'm going through my notes, y'all, because I can't. I have to go through my notes. Hey, what's up, Karma Fox? Hey, welcome. Marlo went out to lunch with Courtney or wherever they were, child. Marlo's going out on a date. Nobody cares. The only thing that stood out to me was Courtney was like, Marlo, I understand you're upset, blah, blah, blah. But why hadn't you addressed Candy? Y'all, this why I can't do Marlo, right? This is why I cannot take Marlo seriously. Because do y'all know what Marlo had the nerve to say? Marlo said, I didn't address her because I had not seen her. First of all, we're talking about an incident that happened 2 years ago. So I feel like you have seen Candy a lot in 2 years. But if you mean since you realized that you were mad, because like she tried to say that she didn't realize that she was still upset about what happened to her nephew until recently. She didn't realize that she didn't realize that she didn't know she was still mad about it. You still have her phone number. You still know where she worked, where she lived. You know how to get into the main house and the guest house. Okay, you can find Candy. You can DM her. You can send her a smoke signal, ma'am. If you were still mad about something that happened 2 years ago, please don't play with me. Y'all know what I tell y'all about somebody pissing on my leg and tell me it's raining. You said because you had not seen her. You have these notes. Yeah, I cannot. I was like, are you serious right now? Even if I'm going to go along with you just realize that you were triggered. Girl, ma'am, what? That's really the only thing I took away from that. Okay. Then we have this scene between Candy and Sonya where Candy let Sonya know you are really getting on my nerves because I feel like you really up Marlo's butt and Marlo really don't rock with you like that and you really need to stop being so obvious that you have picked a side. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Even if she hadn't seen her, why would you tell everyone your issue before speaking with Candy? Facts. She was even on Candy Speak on the 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Child, I cannot. Now, the one thing that I understood, so of course Sanya was trying to explain herself, which is bullshit. But the one thing I feel Candy on, and me and Candy aren't the same. We're not the same astrological sign, but Candy was like, I'm not that friend, right? I'm not the emotional friend. Like, I don't always pick up on that social cue. I'm the friend that if you having a bad day, I'm gonna say, girl, let's go to lunch. I'm the friend that I may not think about sending you a dozen roses, but you tell me you feeling bad or you not doing too good or things ain't going well. I'm the one that's gonna help you come up with a plan. I'm the one that's gonna be like, oh, you need a job? Well, let me find you a job. Let me help you find a job. And she did that with Marlo. She helped Marlo find a job, even though Marlo thumbed her nose at it. But that's another conversation. We done already talked about that. That's the type of person that I am. So I feel Candy on that. Let me tell y'all something. And Abby can tell you this. I don't know what to do with tears. Somebody starts crying, I freeze. I don't know what to do with that. I'm not a crier.
She's very much sorrows.
Right. I'm very
Prayers.
sorrows, prayers. That is me. That is me. If you watch Queen Charlotte, you know what I'm talking about. But that really is my personality. And I'm the kind of person that when things happen to me, a lot of times stuff happens to me, y'all, that y'all never even know. For as much as I share with y'all, there's a lot of stuff y'all never know about me. I've been to 3 funerals in the last 2 weeks. Y'all ain't know none of it. I think you know about my great aunt, but I think only my members knew about that. I'm just not that person. When my brother died, I literally just fell off the grid. Like my friends were like, oh my, like my friends found out through Facebook before they found out from me. And it's not because I'm just not that person. I'm just not that person. And we've got to stop. You know, I learned a long time ago that somebody told me you get to know people and you decide whether that's something you can deal with or you can't. And my thing is, I'm not for everybody. So if my personality isn't going to fit you, then maybe we shouldn't be friends, but we don't need to force it because I am who I am. And I love who I am. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean I don't make mistakes, but I do love me. But I know that that is who I am. You know what I'm saying? If you call me and you tell me that you had a death, the first thing, what do you need from me? How can I help you? What can I do to help you? But if what you need from me is to come over your house and you just cry, I'll sit there as long as you crying. I just don't know what to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? So Marlo, even if I believe you, Marlo, which let's just be clear, this whole storyline is bullshit. But even if I believe this storyline, Marlo, you want something from Candy that she can't give you. Let's just pretend for a minute that this is real, that Marlo really was really upset about how Candy handled the situation with her nephew. And Candy has even said that. She said, listen, I'm not that person. You know, I felt Candy in that moment because I really am very much that person. And I've told y'all this before. I have lost friends over me not doing what people thought I was supposed to do. And I honestly didn't know because I didn't think of it that way because that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Who's that? Mr. Willie Brown? Thank you, Mr. Willie Brown. Thank you. Please explain to me what it is that she felt Candy did not do. Child, I can't explain to Nikki Pooh because I don't feel like she did anything wrong. But I'm just saying, if we're going to pretend like this is a real storyline and she's going to feel like Candy was supposed to... Listen, we're going to get to the flowers at the end of this because I was with Candy at the end of this. Okay? Karma said, people need to normalize... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know these comments be jumping on the phone. People need to normalize that you have multiple platonic relationships for this reason. People are not great in every aspect. That's why you go to a friend that is able to help you. Exactly. Because listen, if you don't have a friend group where you can do different things with different friends, then you need to expand your circle. I'm sorry. Because every friend can't do everything. You feel what I'm saying? Every friend can't do everything. That doesn't mean that they're a bad friend. But everybody has a skill set. There are certain things I'm never going to call El Teddy for. And I love him down. But I learned early on in our friendship that there are certain things that El Teddy can't give me. There are certain things I'm not going to call Ebby for. Love Ebby down. But there are certain things, I know Ebby is not going to gossip. I know Ebby don't give a fuck about celebrity news and gossip. And she's going to give me about 5 minutes of her attention. And then Ebby is over it. It don't matter what I'm talking about. That's just the truth. That is it. That is the fact. But if I'm calling Ebby about something going on in my life, if something happening at work, if we planning a trip somewhere or something going on, I got it. But if I'm calling her to gossip, shot, I got about 5 minutes. I be hearing the countdown in my head.
Ridiculous. I feel attacked.
Anyway, child. Anyway, right. You got to know yourself and your friends. Exactly. So I really felt Candy in that moment. Because again, that's just very much, that's very much like me. Now listen, let me go on and give y'all a trigger warning right now, because what I'm getting ready to say is probably going to be very, very insensitive. I don't want nobody leaving no negative comments. If you're watching this in the replay, I love you anyway. But listen, I'm going to just call a thing a thing. Now, Kenya, you took your happy ass down there to that OBGYN's office. And the first thing out your mouth was the doctor said that you are in menopause. Now, y'all can dress it up however y'all want. Y'all can dress it up however y'all want. You told that woman that you were having night sweats, and you was having hot flashes, and that woman got you on menopause medicine. She said, "Was the medicine working?" And you said, "Yes." She said, "What about your sex drive?" She said, "Oh, it's great." And then you turned around and asked that lady about having a baby. Ma'am, you are in menopause. I don't want nobody to drop down in that comment and tell me how women can have babies in menopause. I don't want to hear it. Ma'am, you are in menopause. If you don't take your ass and find you, now listen, I'm all for the fact that you have embryos and you want more kids. Listen, I'm not judging that at all. If you don't take your ass and go find you a surrogate and go on about your business, you better call Candy and Gabrielle and all the rest of these women that have had to go through a surrogate and get you and go ahead and take care of that. Now, again, I ain't talking about her having no baby. I'm talking about the fact that you literally went from a conversation about you being in menopause to a conversation about having a baby. Ma'am, 2 + 2 don't equal 4. That is not how this works. Now, that's basic biology 101. You can have listen, Belize, is that you? Is that Belize? I don't think that's Belize, because I feel like if Belize dropped down, she'd have dropped down with some shade and trolling. You said you had your last child at 45. Listen, I'm not saying you can't have a child in your 40s. That's not what I said. You can be 45 and not be in menopause. I said that woman is in menopause.
I'm 46 and not in menopause yet. Damn it.
Okay? I'm not talking about being in your 40s. Janet Jackson had a whole baby at 72. Oh, see, you can't be laughing. I mean, if I was at home, I'd have been able to get through that with a straight face now. You can't be laughing. Eddie laughing.
Oh, that is 72, Jesus. Oh, God. You wrong for that.
You can be in your 50s and be in menopause. Listen, menopause don't have no number.
Unfortunately. Okay.
Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan said, "Hey, wifey."
Hello, husband.
Listen, Halle Berry had a baby at 80. Who else had a baby when they was old? Mariah Carey was old. J-Lo. Listen, having a baby in your 40s is not the issue. Having a baby in menopause is what I'm talking about. Menopause.
Menopause has nothing to do with your age and everything to do with
your body. Exactly. You hate when when you get distracted. I'm sorry. That's Abby. Blame her.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Right. The Brad is 49 and she having a whole baby. She on bed rest though, but she having a whole baby next month. Okay. So I don't even care about that part. Tyra Banks, that's right. Drop it in the chat, all these people. That's right. Some people have menopause. It's like a woman getting her menstrual cycle. Some people get their menstrual cycle when they're 16. Some got it when they was 12. It's about your body. Okay. So anyway, child. But her doctor got her together. Her doctor said, "Ma'am, you literally almost died in childbirth." She said, in my 50 years of practicing medicine, that is the worst delivery I have ever had. You, ma'am, almost did not get out of there. And you talking about having a baby.
She's delusional. So that's trash.
So anyway, and like I said, don't leave me no message. I don't want no biology lessons. I don't need nobody breaking none of that down. I get it. I get biology 101. I get it. And don't correct me on how old Janet Jackson is either, Sir James. Because I know he's going to be the one to do it. You know he a super fan. I know how old she is. She's 65. Now, just fan. Okay, moving on. I think she just turned 60, though, didn't she? Janet just turned 60 on her birthday, didn't she?
I think so.
Yeah. Still look good, though. Still look good, Janet.
Still hitting the choreography at her cousin.
She sure was. Okay. So then let me make sure that's everything, child. Okay. I liked Candy's natural hair. I wrote this in my notes so I wouldn't forget to say it. It was probably hair pieces, but I liked the natural style that she had. I thought her hair looked cute in the 2 scenes we saw her with the natural hair. I thought it was real cute. Janice 57, thank you. Tracy said Janet is not as old as El Teddy, so she good. Okay.
Oh, she want to fight.
Tracy, you keep playing. All
right, she want to cuss out. That's all right.
You know El Teddy, ma'am. Excuse you? Okay. So we get to the Gucci event, and the first thing was everybody showed up in their Gucci except for petty ass Kenya. The way I cackled when I saw Kenya in that damn Chanel bag. Now she said that her suit was Gucci, and I'm gonna let her have that. But the way her ass rolled up in there with that Chanel bag, I said, Kenya, you are so petty. But Kenya is me. That is something I would have done. That's something I would have done. That is something I would have done. So first we have Courtney and Candy. They made up. They said they got off to a rough start. It was a misunderstanding, miscommunication. The olive branch was extended. Candy accepted it. Candy said, I'm just going to watch how you move. But, I'm ready to move forward. The argument was stupid. So, okay, cool. We got them clear. Boom. Check them off the list. Then we have Sonya and Kenya. Listen. I have a question. Hey, everybody coming in. I have a question. Why do people get angry when they get plastic surgery to change something about their appearance? And then when people notice that they have had said surgery, they have a problem. Kenya, listen, again, I don't need a biology lesson. I don't want nobody breaking down nothing about Kenya's biology, okay? I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. I don't. Kenya has something surgically enhanced about that booty. I don't care what nobody say. That is not the same booty we met. That is not the same booty that we met, Kenya. I don't care what nobody said. That's like when you got mad when you was lying about having a wig. It's okay, Kenya. We know you have beautiful hair. You have beautiful hair. But every once in a while, you throw that thing in a ponytail and you put a wig on. You throw some braids to the back and you put a wig on. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no shame in that. Girl, if you went down to Dr. Miami and you had you some surgical enhancements, do you? Girl. It just, I don't understand. Like, you really are mad at Sonya because Andy asked a messy question, which is what he gets paid to do, and she answered it in a messy way. No, you just don't fuck with Sonya. And it's okay. Listen, I really wish it's okay to say, girl, it's something about your personality that don't sit well with my personality. That's it. That's it. We can look. Listen, I told y'all the other day when I was reviewing the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I said, well, you know what? Maybe I have to go back and binge it from season 1. What did I say to y'all? The people who was in that chat the other night, what did I say to y'all? I said, Lord, I'm going to have to go back and look at Teresa's original face. Because all the plastic surgery this woman done had. Now, it looks good. It's not botched. But she got her nose done. She got her eyes done. She got her lips. She got fuller lips. She got her breasts done. Hell, she probably got a BBL too. Right, Tasha. She said she just don't trust Sonya. Then don't trust her. It's okay to not trust her, but stop bringing up shit that we know ain't the situation. Stop bringing up shit we know ain't the situation. You just don't. You just don't listen. It's okay to be like, I just don't with you. I just don't. I told y'all I had to do that at work one time. This lady that I worked with, it was so, oh my gosh, I felt like I was a kid. She really went to the principal, literally went to my boss, went to the principal because she said, well, me and you were cool and we used to eat lunch together and we used to do this and do that, and now you don't want to spend time with me anymore. First of all, and I said this in front of her, I said this in front of my principal. I said, first of all, the fact that you done brought me in here in front of the principal, like, I'm 5 years old. I don't have to be friends with you. I met you. We got to know each other. I did not like what I got to know, and I moved on. That's it. I was new. You were new. We kind of were in the same situation, but the more I got to know you, didn't like you. Stop fucking with you. That's it. That's all. And that's what it is. Like, girl, we work together. You are a co-worker, but I don't like you. Something about you don't sit right in my spirit. That's it. That's it. That's all. Anyway, so that was their situation. But she claimed she was mad. She used the example of when Sonya was on Watch What Happens Live when Andy asked about that booty. Look, it's not real.
Maybe it's a byproduct of the body dysmorphia.
Is that what it is? A byproduct of the body dysmorphia?
Mm-hmm. Because clearly you didn't see your body correctly in order for you to, or you weren't satisfied with what the body looked like to have the enhancements done. So, and sometimes even after you have the enhancements, you don't see the enhancements. You still see what used to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's jarring when someone actually notices that you have had something done because you still, even though you've had the work done, you still see yourself in the old body.
I don't think that's Kenya's situation. I think that can be the case in some people's situations, but I don't think that's Kenya's situation because she got mad.
High level of delusion about everything in her life.
But that's what because she got mad about the whole wig thing. Like, you just want people to think that everything about you is natural and it's real, and it's okay that it's not. You know what I'm saying?
But people notice it shatters her delusion.
Sure.
And her vision about what she thinks. I don't know. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to make sense out of nonsense.
Now I'm gonna tell you, Jonathan, I love you to death, but I swear I'm sick of doing this candy thing. I need you to go to therapy and get over it.
I need you not to speak to my husband.
Well, I'm gonna speak to your husband like that.
I don't like
I need him to get over his candy dysmorphia. How about that?
Not candy dysmorphia.
Let it go. Well, Tammy Roman says that she does have body dysmorphia. She's been very upfront about that. Yes, she does struggle with body image and body dysmorphia and eating disorders. Tammy has been very open about that. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't said nothing bad about Candy tonight. You literally just said something bad about Candy. Literally. 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 Moving on. So we finally get to the main event. We get to Marlo and Candy. Now, again, I got to call a thing, y'all. I have to be fair and balanced as much as I can be. And I got to call a thing. And let me tell you what I'm calling a thing right now. Marlo wasn't wrong. Now, again, it might be editing. So before people say it might be editing, it might be editing. I can see that. But I can only review what I saw. So based on what I saw, Marlo wasn't wrong about this situation. She was trying to have a conversation with Candy, and Drew was putting in her 2 cents. Kenya was putting in her 2 cents, and she could not have a conversation with Candy. Now, do I think that the conversation with Candy was bullshit? Yes, I do. But she couldn't even have it. She couldn't even have the conversation with Candy because Kenya kept interrupting and Drew kept interrupting. Drew wanted a moment so bad. Baby, nobody cares about your issue with Marlo. Nobody. Nobody cares about your issue with Marlo. Nobody cares if you and Marlo work it out. They don't. They just don't. And in that moment, Marlo really was addressing Candy. You know what I'm saying? And and the girl got all the see. You just keep going, Jonathan. You just keep going. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'm really gonna have to pull up on you, Jonathan. I'm really going to pull up on you. Moving on. So I understood Marlo's frustration, and I probably would have done the same thing Marlo did. Like, if I'm trying to have a conversation and I'm not being allowed to have the conversation, I'm disengaging. I'm getting the hell up and I'm leaving because I will cuss everybody out. And so from that point of view, I can respect that Marlo was like, you know what? Before I lose it, before I go off, before I cuss everybody up in here out, let me just remove myself from the trigger. I'm with her on that. Now I know that some of y'all ain't gonna agree and some of y'all ain't gonna like it because y'all don't like Marlo, and that's fine. But my job is to look at each situation and be as unbiased as I can. In that situation, I absolutely understood. Sonya kept jumping in with her. Well, there's Sonya too. Look, we could put all of them in there. We could put all of them in there. But I do feel like people kept interrupting while Marlo was trying to talk to Candy. You're right. Sonya interrupted too, and Candy told Sonya, "I don't need you to be Marlo's lawyer and explain for her." And I was here for that too. But let's be clear. The conversation was stupid. I'm falling for. I'm not falling for anything.
Not the banana in the tailpipe.
I'm not falling for anything. In that moment, Kenya, Drew, and Sonya were interrupting. I'm not falling for nothing. It is what it is. Like again, I can look at stuff I can look at stuff individually. Now, do I think Marlo's whole issue with Candy is valid? No, I think it's bullshit. But in that moment, while she was trying to talk to Candy, they were interrupting. They absolutely were. Now, when we get to the part where Marlo was able to actually have a conversation or try to talk to Candy, again, it's still bullshit. And that's fine. Then next week, when Marlo is nasty as hell, then I'm gonna say my piece about what she do next week. I just take it piece by piece, y'all. I take it piece by piece. Um, at the end of the day, Marlo's beef with Candy is bullshit. I mean, that's my opinion. And when Candy said "fuck your flowers," I was with her, 120%. Because she was like, "What is it? You mad because I didn't acknowledge? You mad because I didn't send flowers? You mad because I didn't pay for the funeral? You mad because your nephew met the guy at my like? What are you mad about?" Because at the end of the day, your reason for being angry with me is just bullshit. Like you're again, you are. She is grasping and she is looking for a moment. But what I'm saying is, Sonya and Kenya made it, and Drew made it easier for her by interrupting. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not disagreeing with anything that y'all. I'm not disagreeing with anything that y'all are saying. Yes, Marlo likes to play victim. Yes, Marlo was looking for a moment. All of that, but they made it easy for her by interrupting and creating the moment. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I know y'all don't like Marlo. That's okay. That is all right. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I know y'all don't like Marlo. Oh, that's cool. But in that moment, they made it easier for Marlo to have that moment. Imagine if Marlo had started talking to Candy and Candy was sitting there letting Marlo talk. She did not interrupt her, at least at first she didn't. And she was letting Marlo talk, and everybody had just be quiet, like everybody else was quiet when other people were talking. And they let Marlo go through her whole bullshit ass explanation about why she was mad at Candy. Marla wouldn't have had a moment. She wouldn't have been able to get up from the table and storm off, right? And Candy would have still said, "Fuck them flowers." She still would have said, "Fuck them flowers." Ooh, child. Marlo ain't pulling at my heartstrings. I don't have no sympathy for Marlo. None at all. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. I do not. She not pulling the time. Trust me, she ain't putting the wool over my eyes. Okay, I see Marlo for her works. I see Marlo for her works. Okay. Oh, child. What's your take on Sonya saying Candy and Kenya should be fired? I think it's BS. I'm gonna be honest with you, DeAndre. I don't really care what Sonya thinks, cause Sonya better worry about holding on to her own peach. I think I don't care. I think that I never say never because in the world of Housewives, we've seen them snipe people that are the stars of the show and all that other stuff. So I never say never. So I'm not gonna say that they won't do it because they could snipe anybody at any time. But yeah, I don't see that. And I mean, Sonya's opinion is her opinion. I don't, so I really don't have an opinion, child. Do you think it was shady to answer it in that way? What? See, I haven't looked at the interview. I only saw the soundbite like y'all did, so I haven't seen the whole interview with Carlos. Y'all was talking about Sonya's interview with Carlos. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I don't even know how he asked it versus how she answered it because I really didn't watch it. I just been seeing the headline that Sonya said it, and I guess Candy addressed it. So I agree with Sonya, and I think all of them should be. See, Jonathan, there you go again. See, I was going to say something inappropriate. Ooh, let me get off of here because I was going to say something inappropriate. I got to remember that Jonathan is pastor, Reverend, Doctor, and congratulations, Jonathan, on your doctorate of divinity. Congratulations, sir.
My husband, the good Reverend Doctor.
Yes, Reverend Doctor. But I had to remember you was a Reverend Doctor because I was about to say something that was a Reverend Doctor like.
Oh,
You said including Sonya? Okay. I thought you were saying including Kenya. I mean Candy. Okay, my bad. Okay, you were saying Sonya. Okay, okay. Child, you just want them to bring back Nene, child. Hold on, let me see. One would hope Marlo wouldn't use her nephew as a storyline. There's plenty of things she could have come up with Candy, but coming after Candy for yeah, I agree. She's exploiting her family's trauma. Not with the first lady in the room. So I ain't worried about her either.
wait a minute. I get a straight bullet. I'm gonna be about my black ass business.
Now I get a straight bullet.
First of all, if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't have no goddamn rant and review to be looking at right now. Hell, they ain't got no Bravo TV in this damn hotel.
They do not, y'all. Why Bravo not on the hotel? If it wasn't for she right, if it wasn't for Abby and her YouTube TV, y'all wouldn't have got this review. She's absolutely correct. She is absolutely correct because there is no parts of Bravo on this TV down here. Okay. Child. All right, y'all. I'm great.
Welcome.
I think the cast needs a full year off. Ooh. Well, Beverly Hills had to take a pause, and the Real Housewives of New Jersey they're on a pause. Normally they start by the time the reunion happens, literally are gearing up to start filming the next season, and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was supposed to start filming in January, and they didn't start filming for like 2 months after they were supposed to. And then New Jersey, they said New Jersey isn't going to start filming until the end of the summer. So, yeah. Now Potomac is filming. Salt Lake City is done. And Potomac is filming now. They're actually on their cash trip right now. That's why I didn't know if that pop up event that Karen had, whether it was going to be filmed for the show. But when I was there, wasn't no cameras there. Now I don't know if anybody showed up later on, but it wasn't no cameras there when I went down there, child. Am I excited for Potomac? Not really. I wait to see what the trailer's giving, but honestly, not really. I mean, they brought everybody back, and I really don't like what they did last. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting to a point where I'm outgrowing reality TV because I just think they're lines. Unless it really happened, unless it is a real part of what's going on, I don't. There's certain lines that I just think shouldn't be drawn. Like I don't have a problem with a little bit of fun shade and stuff like that. But when you're really trying to hurt people's livelihood or you're really trying to me too somebody, I don't like that. You know, you don't have to like Candace, you don't have to like her husband, but what they did last season, I feel like that was a lot. Um, and I didn't like it. It was funny when I went to the pop up event last week with Karen. Ray was there, and me and Ray had a whole conversation. It was really Karen was really cool, y'all. I'm real talk. Now, mind you, it wasn't a lot of people. I went the pop up event was from 2 to 6 or something like that, and I got there at like 2:30, and there really wasn't a lot of people there yet. But it was a nice event. I mean, they had a DJ and all that good stuff. But it really wasn't a lot of people. So I literally sat there and had a conversation with Karen. I had a conversation with Ray, and Ray was joking about how the camera be slowing him down. He was like that. Because he said something about I can't keep up with Karen anymore. Talking about, he said, I done lost a step or two trying to keep up with her, And he was like, but I'm not as slow as they put me on that camera. And he was talking about how they slow the camera up and make him look like he is moving so much slower than what he is. And he was saying, like, when they had me going up them steps, he said it did not take me that long to get up them steps. But we joked about that. It was cool. They were cool. They were real cool. So yeah, I mean, I wait and see what the trailer is giving, child. That's so awesome. I would love to meet Ray. Child, Ray was cracking me up. Ray said, I ain't as slow as they say I am. He said, boy, them cameras have you thinking I'm 1 foot in the grave. But it was cool. It was cool to see him there supporting her. He definitely was there supporting her. Yeah. And Karen looked good, baby. Now you want to talk about looking good at 60? Bitch. Did y'all see that picture that Karen posted on her Instagram today for Ray? Talking about I didn't have time to buy you a gift for Happy Father's Day. And she's standing there in that bikini. Bitch, what? Karen looked good. Now and I don't care what surgery she done had. Karen looked good. And Karen has had surgery. I feel like most housewives have had something done after at least their second or third season. I agree. That's why I'm out. No more Potomac for me. Ooh, Karen is gorgeous. I aspire. Child, she looked good. And she had this nice, like, off white dress. Snatched. She was snatched. I just saw the trailer. Hold on. Hold on. I just saw the trailer for the new cast of New York. I think I'm going to like the fresh cast. I don't know. I do think that all of the shows are overproduced. And Vanderpump Rules, it shows people care more about the real than the overproduction. I agree. What's up, Miss Toby? Yeah, Robin is back. The whole they kept everything the same. I think they added, not I think, I know, they added like 2 new housewives, but everybody came back. Mia, Robin, Giselle, Karen, and Candace. The core 5 and Wendy, 6. The core 6, all of them are back. And then they added another doctor. Her husband's a doctor. She's a black woman. She's another political consultant. I think her and Wendy gonna probably get into it because Wendy loved talking about her being on CNN, honey. Well, this is another political consultant, and I think she's an attorney as well. I'm sorry, I keep saying Wendy's an attorney. Wendy's not an attorney. Her husband's an attorney. Um, and her husband's a doctor. So, and I think they have their own wine company. We talked about it over here. How many housewives is it? I don't really remember. Don't get to use the new Real Housewives of New York cast. They were talking bad about the Jewish community, so that will not last. Well, she left. The lady that was talking bad, she left, and they probably edited her out. They was a good child. They probably edited that thing out, honey. Yeah, she left the show. The woman that made the anti-Semitic comment, she left. Why, Robin? I hope they drag her about the lies. Child, I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah. So now let me ask y'all a question before we get off. I'm about to get off here, but let me ask you guys a question. Did y'all look at the Mary J. Blige show this weekend, the movie over on Lifetime? Did y'all look at the Mary J. Blige? It's not a biography. It's not her biography, but she wrote and produced a movie over on Lifetime, and they showed part 1 on Friday night and part 2 on Saturday night. Did y'all watch it? Tasha said she only watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. Yes, I thought it was okay. All right, Jonathan watched it. Didn't even know about it. Yeah, girl, they've been advertising Quake. You must not watch Lifetime, child. Not I call her. Who is calling her Robert? Wait, I only saw part 1. Yeah, part 1 came on Friday, and then part 2 came on Saturday. It's in my DVR. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna give y'all time to go watch it, okay? Because I want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it for nobody. So it came on Lifetime. Now y'all know how this works on Lifetime, child. They're gonna show up for the next month. The first part is called Real Love, and then the second part is called Strength of a Woman. So part 1, if you go to your DVR and you just type it in, Real Love, or Mary J. Blige presents Real Love, it'll pop up, and then Strength of a Woman. I'm gonna just say this, because I'm not gonna give y'all no storyline, but I do want to talk about it. It was really good. When I say it's really good, let me say this: it is a Lifetime movie, right? So when I say it was really good, it's not winning no Oscar nominations. That's not what I'm saying. But what I can appreciate, and we'll talk more about it. I'll give y'all a few days to watch it. But what I can appreciate about it is, I feel like I'm about to be very blunt for a second, and then I'm gonna get off of here. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to our love stories, it just can't be a love story, right? It just has to be a lot. Now, the girl it was a lot that happened, but it was presented in a way that I feel like it wasn't overly like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, good stuff and bad stuff happened. But I felt like it was just a nice love story. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's trauma love for Black people, right? Whenever it's a Black love story, it just like, that's why I love that's why I love stories like Love Jones, right? Like, it's just people who fall in love and go through shit. Like, it doesn't have to be Miss Sealy all the time. Like, that's no disrespect to The Color Purple, but it don't always have to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, every story about Black people doesn't always have to be about the worst part of our story. Sometimes it's just a love story. Sometimes it's just love. And I feel like, like I said, were there some ups and downs? Yes, there were some ups and downs, definitely. But I just feel like, because Mary J. Blige intertwined some of her real life into it. So yeah, there were definitely some ups and downs, but I felt it. And I also felt the storyline because it started in 1992. So of course, I feel like we'll talk more about it later on this week. I don't want to get too much into it, but check it out, you guys. Again, don't walk into it thinking you're going to see an Oscar nominated movie. That's not what I'm saying. But if you just want a good little love story, I think it was a good little love story. And it is a part 1 and a part 2. So Real Love came on Friday night, and then the second part is called Strength of a Woman. The young lady that stars in it, I loved her in Acrimony. Oh God, I hated Acrimony. That's where I knew her from somewhere before. I didn't know where I knew her from. Have you seen 1,000 one with Tiana? No, it looks like it's good though, but I just haven't looked at it yet. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here. So I will. I was going to talk about it, but I'll wait till later on in the week. Let me give y'all time to watch it. Jonathan, let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna say this and see y'all gonna make me talk. Jonathan, you will appreciate it because not only does the story start in 1992, but it starts freshman year at a HBCU. So it's definitely some stuff that'll be like, oh yeah, that did happen. Oh, I remember that. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you that was your first time reading The Color Purple? Good for you. Tiana did a good job, but the writing was very poor. Ooh. I heard she did a good job. I don't know. I got it. Looked like it's gonna be heavy. It looked like it's heavy. Yeah, I saw part one brought back a lot of memories. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do it later on in the week. I'm gonna give y'all time to watch it. So I was gonna talk about it tonight. I was gonna just come back and talk about it tonight, but I'm gonna give y'all, for those of you who want to see it, I'm gonna give y'all time to watch it. So we'll talk about it later on in the week. Yeah, hey Xavier, hey Blue. Yeah, it's not very heavy. It's not very heavy. Oh, it's on Peacock. Oh, okay. So if it's on Peacock, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, this review has been brought to you by Ebby Reviews. So we thank Ebby for allowing us to use her YouTube TV.
You're welcome.
And I will talk to y'all later. Night. Mwah. Peace.
Peace out.
Wow, did you really just yell?
I did.